You guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you see the screen. Okay, thank you. And we're going to try to stop and have some interactive breaks here so that it's not just like so much, because compensation can be super heady. But in the meantime, like if you have a question, please shoot it into the chat group. And we have like a team of moderators here who will be happy to answer them and call them out. So just in case we presenters overlook it, because it's easy to not see the chat, but we're going to try our best to like be very engaging. So without much further ado, we are recording, and tonight, welcome to our masterclass, week 3, how to get your products paid for and then some. Week 3 is show me the money, the accidental paycheck. So tonight we're going to be going over the compensation plan, our silver-bound bonus program, which is within our comp plan, and then income producing activities, or IPAs. And all of these things are ways that we can get our products paid for. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Tony Vitelli. Let's get us going.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. So we're going to get this wonderful night started off with Motivation Blend. And if you don't have Motivation, you can use Frankincense or Abundance Blend. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a drop in our palm and then rub our hands together and then smell it 3 times. And then we're going to apply it to the solar plexus. That's between the rib cage. That is our power center. And this stuff kicks my butt into gear when I really want to get things done. So we thought it was a perfect oil for tonight. I'll just give you a moment to do that. And I'm going to read you about it while you're doing that. So the Motivation Blend, it has Roman chamomile in it, and it has spruce, so that's also very grounding. It has ylang ylang, which is balancing, and it has lavender, which is calming. So it helps us overcome fear, procrastination, and take action. I can definitely attest to the taking action part. And the affirmation we're going to say inside of our, silently inside of our mind, I am a money magnet. Money flows in, around, and through me now. Affirmations are very powerful when they're said in the present tense, especially with I am. Okay, looks like everybody's ready. So I'm just going to give you a little background about network marketing, because some of you might be brand new to network marketing and direct sales. We are a company that is both. So network marketing is these are top industry statistics for 2020. By the end of this year, the global network marketing industry is set to hit the $200 billion mark. And by 2025, the global network marketing industry is projected to hit it's 200 billion, and then it's going to hit 650 billion, which is over triple in 5 years, which is extraordinary. The health and wellness industry is valued at over 4 trillion. So we are ahead of the game. And in 2018, Young Living was rated number 10 in the world in direct sales out of over 10,000 direct selling companies. So we are really part of something awesome.
And one other thing, I'm sorry to interject, Tony, I forgot to put this in here. So we are over a $2 billion company at this moment. So you can kind of see where we fall into the whole scheme, which is very exciting. Okay.
It is massive growth. We've had almost 20% sales growth this year alone. Because people are looking for wellness, and especially support for their immune system, respiratory, and emotions. And we have all that in a bag of chips. Okay. So the power of duplication, we want to tell you about, it's just about sharing. And we fall in love with this company, and we share from our heart. And duplication just means that it just continues to grow and expand upon itself. So if you look at that chart there, you'll see it's really each of us shares with 2 people and helps 2 people get started per month then at the end of that, you'll see how it ends up. So duplication is what drives the network marketing mathematical business model. It simply won't work without it. We can create duplication in a heart-centered way of sharing where our goal is truly helping others. We are product-driven, and we are purpose-driven, and we are heart-centered. So duplication creates momentum. Success really likes speed. In the beginning, there are a lot of things that we do in our business that we do not get paid for. And then it's like going up a hill, we get to the top, and then we start to go down. So then there's a lot of things that we don't do that we get paid for. It is building a network. So it's like pushing a smart car up a hill, having it turn into a Cadillac, and at the top, and then a Ferrari going downhill. It takes, now this is important, it takes 6 to 12 exposures for the average person to make a decision about buying. So the fortune is in the follow-up, because most people don't ever follow up even a second time. So 6 to 12 exposures means you sent them a video, you had a conversation, you had tea with them, you did a Zoom call. Those are exposures. And so remember to follow up and not give up. I always say this every morning to myself, who can I bless today with life-changing information? We are not annoying them. We are offering education and an opportunity. And it's very important to not be attached to their decision, because everything's going to happen in right timing and when they're ready to hear the message. So this is a great way to frame it. It's crazy that some people feel that 2 to 5 years in business is a long time to get rich, but don't feel that 40 years at a job is a long time to stay broke. So this is important to understand. We have residual bills, right? They don't stop coming. So why should we not have residual income? And what that means is it's residual passive income. It doesn't stop. Even if we had something happen in our lives where we needed to take a month off, we would still be getting a paycheck. This is a huge thing to understand, that that money will come in from the efforts of our whole entire team, not just from ourselves. We're in business for ourselves, not by ourselves. And then there's 3 main ways that we grow our business, and they're called income producing activities. So we get people started, which is enrolling people. We're sharing. There's many ways to share. We've already gone over that. Classes in person, on Zoom, over the phone. We get people ordering through Essential Rewards. And what I like to do is I make it seamless, which means I make it very easy for the person. So I will set up a call with them. Everything is virtual right now. So I will send them a wellness link, which we have put right there. And it helps formulate a 90-day wellness plan. I call it a 90-day wellness plan. It literally will show the body systems of the person and where they need extra support in their body. Because many people don't think about their wellness. And right now, more people are thinking about wellness. People that don't usually. And the characteristics, the categories, of course, especially is immune system, respiratory, and emotional. And they're going to see the body systems, and then you're going to set up a call with them and bring in someone that you work with in your upline. It doesn't matter who it is. And then set up a 3-way call, because we're your confirmation. And then you're going to help them see the value of doing a monthly wellness box. And you just, in your languaging, it's very important. And you just say, oh, I love to help people address their wellness needs. It's always about the other person. Always make it about them. And then you show them that they can sign up for a monthly wellness box at the beginning when they're getting their starter kit. And then they're going to get points back right away. And then going forward, Heather's going to talk about that. We have some exciting things that are starting in September. So then you would just show them the next month's order after that, and then the next month after that. And by that time, hopefully they're in love with Young Living, they're becoming lifers, and they understand the value, and they want to share organically. And then that lends itself into they're going to share with others. It just bubbles out of us. We love it. We share it. and then we start to duplicate from that point on.
All right. So, Tony, thank you. This was all great stuff. And you are an amazing example of like just helping people see the vision of like you see their needs. I know you do a wonderful job of listening to them and asking, like getting to the bottom. Everybody comes in with, I guess I would say we all have a different pain point. And the one thing that sticks with me here is the whole thing about the follow-up, like taking the 6 to 12 exposures time and time again. Cause like, I know in the beginning, like I started, like Kim helped me, and then she got me started. But what was great is she kept checking in with me. So like, even after I was a member, she didn't just like leave me there and wait for me to come to her. She would, every week or so, she would call me, say, hey, how you doing? And I'd be like, well, you know, I'm like, whatever, this, that, or the other. And then she would like teach me a little bit more, and she would see where my needs were and send me a little information about this or the other. And it just really kept me going along, because what I have found is that, you know, in this business, it's easy to like help someone get their starter kit. But sometimes like when we don't like continue on beyond that, like help them with their needs, it might just sit on the shelf, because oils, you know, they need a little explanation. Right. And with that, like, I like to say that we're not drive-by salespeople. Like, we don't just get them signed up with their starter kit and then boom, we're done, like moving on, because that's really truly sales. This is more about like the relationship and how we can support them and help them in their needs. So when we do that in this wellness assessment that Tony has mentioned, and you're going to have this link in your resources, it does make it so easy, because the members will fill it out online or in paper if you're with them. And it tells them, so the members are actually able to say, this is what's going on in my life. And then they turn around and it will give us like an area to focus on. And it actually will give a little bit of products, supplements, and oils, lifestyle things. So say, okay, well, I'm working on my respiratory system or my emotional needs. And then that's the top of their list. And so then we kind of help them set up with a wellness plan. And it's they're telling us. So we're not actually having to come up with like all these ideas and what about this? What about that? Like, they're telling us, and we're just kind of saying, well, here's the plan. And they do get up on the,
it gives somebody like a third party tool, right? Yeah. So it's a reference, so they can actually see the percentages of where their body is in that moment and where they need extra support. And I always ask them to screenshot. Some people might not be able to do the email. Maybe it's complicated. They don't want to send it to us. So I just say screenshot the first 5 categories of your results and then send it to me. And I've already set up a chat thread. I usually use Messenger or Zoom. And then I have that for my frame of reference to have that conversation to address their wellness needs head on, right? And then we start to make that wellness plan. And I have them start doing a wish list based on the order of importance of the priorities of what they really need. It's always about their needs. And then they feel so validated and heard and seen, you know. And so then I'm working with them. I'm not going to just, like Heather said, just have them sign up and just run away. Right. We're building relationships. So, and that lends itself to like, I already helped them set up their next month's wellness box. And then I check in with them and I go over the wellness box again before they put the order through the next month to make sure they don't want to add anything on there. And then how they can make sure they save the order so that they go through properly. So it's very important to not just drop. We don't just drop somebody. We don't sell starter kits. We actually are helping them have an entryway. A premium starter kit is an entryway, a doorway into a new world. And when we see all people as doorways, not destinations, that's because it's duplication. It's who they know and who they know and who they know. We're tapping into their networks.
Tony, thank you. Can everybody see the body assessment quiz? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is exactly what it is, and you will be able to start on this quiz. And this is just, I just wanted you to be able to see what it looks like first. Okay, so let's keep on moving. At this point, I want to just, if you guys have had a moment where you have felt like you were just like, let us know right now in the chat group if you felt like I, at some point, felt like I was like bothering somebody by helping them with Young Living, like going toward them. Like, have you ever felt, because I know I sure have in the past, like you just felt like, gosh, I'm just bothering this person. I just don't want to bother them. If you have had that feeling before, just want to get a yes or a no in the comments just to see if I'm not alone in that feeling. Okay, let's see what we got. Everybody going.
And that is why only 20% of people follow up a second time in any kind of sales.
Yeah.
And the fortune is in the follow-up.
Yes. Jennifer, yes. Rob, yes. Rob, okay. Dana, Laura, all the yeses. So we're all feeling the yes. And the one little thing I'm just going to give the tip and then we're going to move on to the comp plan is when we are doing this, like when we have this feeling that we're bothering somebody, we're making it about us and not about the member. So when I like to say, use the spotlight example. So we're going to put the spotlight on our member and just look at them, because when the light's shining on someone else, it cannot shine on us. So with that metaphor, just think of them like we're really truly giving them the stage. It's all about them. This is the body assessment quiz. It's all about them. So therefore, we're just dealing with them. And when we are in a place of service, there really can't be a feeling of pushiness or salesiness. So anyway, let's keep moving because we've got to.
And this helped me focus on being interested rather than interesting, because we're taking our ego out of it and we're in our servant heart.
That is so true. That is so true, because I think there's a quote, you're going to tell me if I'm wrong, Tony. It has something to do with people don't care how much we know till we know how much we really care about them. And I think that like epitomizes it. So anyway, thank you for answering me all the yeses. I figured that might be the case. So let's keep on moving. You can see my screen back to the blue screen, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're hopping into the money side, guys. We promised we'd tell you how to get your products paid for. So right here, these are the average monthly income. So in Young Living, we have things called ranks. It goes from the bottom at distributor when you first come in as a member, and then it moves all the way up. This chart's actually backwards. So you can go bottom distributor up through star, senior star executive, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, crown, and royal crown diamond, all the way to the top. That's the top of the compensation plan, royal crown diamond. These are average monthly paychecks. So look at that. Not per year, but these are per month. Like crazy. We did talk about this a little bit earlier, dream casting, where would we like to be? These are residuals. Like this is stuff that you're building up every single month. Like Tony said, we do the work to help people up front and the paycheck comes later. And so this $425 a month as an executive, $2,000 as a silver, it can really take care of a lot of things, a lot of bills, help, people. We just heard through foundation, the Young Living Foundation, with the charity that we're doing, a lot of good work happening in the world, and good money in the hands of good people does great things. So with this being said, how do you get to these places? And also I want to say, so there's a rank and then there's money. So I don't necessarily feel like rank is the end all be all. You could actually be an executive, a silver, and have the volume, which we're going to talk about in the middle of this presentation. You could be paid like really, really well paid, but the rank might not match. But that's something a little bit later. But let me just keep going. I just wanted to show you these numbers because they're kind of exciting to me. Love to see that money, and I know you guys do. So this is the official website income disclosure statement. Anytime we talk about comp and income with Young Living, we have to show you this. So this is it's a little bit, I don't need to say gobbledygook, but it's more detailed. It takes me a while to get into there and start like looking at these things. But you can see again, distributor to Royal Crown Diamond, and you can actually see the percentage of all the people in Young Living who actually do this. So coming in, right, there's 88% of all people in Young Living are distributors. And as you move up, it gets tiny. There's just, I guess, I don't know, as they say, it's lonely at the top, I guess, but it doesn't have to be at all. So then there's the average, the highest here, and then there's, so this is all in the back office for you guys to study up on, and you can pick where you want to be, where you see yourself. And I say pick the top because let's go big or go home, right? Mm-hmm. So definitions. These are probably things that you've already heard about. We're going to run through them. If you haven't, we're going to open it up and like let us space for some questions. So the enroller, that's the person who introduces you to Young Living. There is a sponsor, and that's actually where you are in the team. So like most of the time you're going to be the enroller and the sponsor. However, there is times where the sponsor, you may be in a certain leg, which is like a team. You might be found that you're not the enroller sponsor, because in the beginning, enroller sponsor, if you had everybody be your enroller and the sponsor, you'd have like a whole line of member that goes like very horizontal. Eventually, you want like legs or teams to work the comp plan, so to speak, and you're going to see in a moment what that means. So a sponsor is also a level of support. Like I have members who have enrolled, but I've placed them strategically in a leg because they're either friends or in the same town. They're all my mom friends, all my family members, whatever. But I'm still their go-to girl. They still call me. They just have a second level of like support by the person who's above them in the sponsorship. PV is personal volume. You may hear someone say product value. It's kind of interchangeable. It's the almost like the wholesale dollar amount. OGV is organizational group volume. PGV is personal group volume. We've got legs. Those would be like the teams, like the silos, I call them, within your organization. There's leg volume, then there's a level. So we're all within a structure. So like Kim's right here, she's the top. She's like level 0. I'm right under her. She's like, so I would be her level 1. And then below me would be like, so I'm going to use Tierney Ferry. She's actually, so she would be my level 1. She's right underneath me. So she'd be Kim's level. If Kim's 0, I'm 1. Tierney would be her level 3. So that's what that goes. And it can go down as many levels. It could go many, many levels down. There's something called compression, which has to do with payments. There is unilevel, which is like the residual or passive income that you get just for having people ordering through our wellness or loyalty program. There's generations, there's generation commissions, and then there's essential rewards, which everybody should know what essential rewards is, right? That's our loyalty program. So I'm going to go ahead and right here, there are some of these areas that are a little deep and heavy. I'm going to say this masterclass is not to like be like, you are understanding everything after tonight. No, because there's actually homework. You're going to get to go out and study the comp plan and then come back and ask more questions to your enroller later, but this is just a high level. So at this point, I'm going to stop, pause it, open it up for anybody who may have a question or comment. I haven't seen anything come up in the chat, but now's the time to unmute yourself or chat it in the chat group and let us know if you've got something on these definitions so far or anything that we may have said so far that might be like questioning, confusing, or burning desire to know more about. Comp plan, I know. Okay. So far, so no questions? Gotta type fast. Okay. Oh, I see one coming up. Here we go. Is it important to understand the levels above you? Oh, that's an excellent question, Reva. And so the above us, so levels above us would actually be who is our lineage, who is our upline. So it is important that you know who they are and just so you know who you can go to, because as a member, you've come in and you have not just joined like the person who enrolled you, but you've got all the people who've come before your enroller, who's part of your support team right now. So like for you example for Reva, so you're under me and you've got Kim above me. So she's part of your tribe of like oily helpers, anyone, she's there. And then above her, Susan Martz, who enrolled her, and then Sue Pellicati and Nancy Weber, and it goes all the way up. So you have access to all of the people in our Young Living organization, especially your upline, that we're all here. So I will always say forever and again, we're not all things to everybody. So like I have a certain way of teaching. I have a certain way of explaining things. Like somebody might not jive with my teaching. They might think that Kim has got like the best way of explaining it. And so that's like awesome. Like I love that. This is just like the more the merrier kind of thing. So you can go around me to go to Kim and Kim will help you out. And if she can't, then she'll direct you to the right person. So we all are really literally like linked arms in this thing together. So you're never alone in this. So we're all in business for ourselves, but never by ourselves, which is really cool. So Greg says, so show me the money income producing items are the main factors for the monthly paycheck. Okay, we're going to be getting to those. Oh yes, so the 3 things, right? It's quite simple. So the 3 things that you really want to focus on in Young Living are helping enroll members, helping them see the lifestyle so that they can not only change their health and wellness, mind, body, but then they can just feel better and all that. So that's loyalty program, essential rewards, because that's residual purchasing, which is you'll get a residual commission or paycheck off of that. and then helping them share with their friends and family, which is the duplication. So it's people helping people, helping people, helping people. So each one, reach one is a word that you're going to hear us talk about. We're going to have a campaign on that later. Each two, you take two and teach two, and just keep, there's lots of different ways. So Greg, excellent question. So those are really it. Let's see here. For the different ranks and the monthly money that they receive, how are they receiving based on the leg sales? Okay, Angie, let's see here. I think, we're getting there. Okay, so we're getting there.
Just something in here. So when it comes to IPAs, they're called income producing activities because they will give us a return on investment. Okay, so it's easy to get distracted, and there's plenty of things that don't grow our business that actually are time suckers. So it's very important that we do understand the three main ways to grow our business. And then if we're scrolling on Facebook and it's not strategic, right, for making a post or something, that's going to be a time sucker, and be very careful of that. If we're just going through our emails or we're straightening out our desk, right,
yeah,
we could be avoiding doing the real work that's going to grow ourselves and our business. It's always personal development with a paycheck.
Right,
so
right. And that's
10 minutes to do 3 IPAs. It's very important to just get something done and have consistency each day doing something.
So thank you, Tony. Thank you. And I will say, Greg, also those 3 things, there are a little bit more expansive lists, and we can post those up there. But these were the basics. So there are other things that incorporate in there, and that's probably a slide that I should have added. If I can get to it toward the end, I will link it up here for everybody. But that's a great point. But these are the top 3. There's other things in addition to, but yeah. Okay, so great questions. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time to ask these questions. All right, so ways to earn. There are 4 categories here. There is a fast start bonus, a starter kit bonus, an essential rewards bonus, and retail earnings. So let's go from, I guess, easiest to most complex. Retail earnings, let's go there. If you've got a member who is a retail customer, AKA not a wholesale member like we are, so they show up and they don't want to get a starter kit, they're just going to buy retail, one a la carte order item here or there, they're not going to get the 24% discount that we get, the wholesale discount we're getting. So the difference between their full price and that 24% difference will go into our paychecks if we have a retail customer that we have enrolled. That's that. The next thing is going to be, so these 2 items, starter kit and fast bonus, these kind of go together. So every time we have a premium starter kit we enroll somebody with, which let's just recap those. That's the oil starter kit, the Steve starter kit, the Ningxia Red starter kit, and the CBD starter kit. Those right there, when we enroll a member with those, we earn a one-time $25 cash bonus based on those personally enrolled that we enroll. So again, got to have a premium starter kit. The basic starter kit, that $35 one, that does not give us this $25 kit right there. Let's see here. Mini kits don't count. Mini kits, no. Okay, thank you. So yeah, because these kits have 100 PV value, product value, that's just the value assigned to it. And the reason these get bonus, I guess, is because truly this is like the way into Young Living. It's getting products in their hands. People get to start using it right away. It's a fabulous dealio too, by the way. So getting them, this is Young Living's, that's how they reward us. This is a thank you check for us referring members to Young Living. They send us back this starter kit bonus thank you check. Now the fast start bonus is the other half. Like when I said these 2 come together, you may have heard somebody saying, well, you get $50 when you enroll somebody. Well, that's 25 here, and you get 25% back on their volume. So when I mentioned the starter kit has 100 PV, so 25% of that 100 PV is $25. So there's your $25 here, and there's your $25 there. So that would be $50. Now, that being said, let's say someone comes in and buys a premium starter kit, the oils kit, and they add on Ningxia Red and Thieves, and they buy $500 worth of products. They're going to get the $25 here, and they will get 25% on that 500, which is, that would be $125. So their bonus actually would be $150. So again, it's up to 200 here. So this is, you know, if they're stocking up, which happens, it's more than that, just that 50. So that's just something to think about and know. Also, as we, the second level, so let's say you've enrolled somebody and that person hops in and they're like going gangbusters and they're like sharing with all the friends and family. You, as the enroller for the gangbuster enroller, the super recruiter, let's call them, you're going to get 10% on everything that person, when their new members enroll, from here on into eternity. So that's like 10% on, that's where this is encouraging us to help our members share. Because when we do this, like it again, it's always a win-win with this model, this network marketing model, this company, always win-win. So you may not realize you're getting 10% back on all your little people out there sharing. So it does kind of, if you are looking to make some income and change people's lives, it does behoove us to help our members share. Kim, I can't unmute.
Sorry, just to clarify that is within the Fast Start bonus, which is the first 3 months, the first 90 days.
Yes.
After the 90 days, whatever level that person is on, then that's the different, right? So the 10% is for the 3 months.
Thank you, Kim. So it doesn't actually say it here, but that is absolutely correct. So the Fast Start bonus, first 3 calendar months, month 1, month 2, month 3. So if you sign up on if you are signing up, if your member signs up on May 30th, you know, you got that day and then like June and July. So thank you. I don't know why it doesn't say this on here.
It does. It's just that whole idea of why the enroller gets that much money in the beginning. That helps you encourage that follow-up, that not dropping and leaving a person when you give them, you know, when they enroll with the kit, but allowing them to, you know, really work with them for the first 3 months. And that's why Young Living will pays more of the commissions up front.
It's very handsome, that 25% on the first 3 months. So setting up, like Tony says, Tony's excellent at getting people to see the bigger picture right away. She gets them set up on ER right away, and she's going to be getting the 25% on every single month. So it's helping everybody really. And then there is this Essential Rewards bonus, which is for the people to reward people who are really just showing the bigger picture. Like I like to look at this like as a waiter, you come to a restaurant and a waiter's going to offer you, they're going to tell you about the specials, whether or not you want the swordfish or not. They're going to tell you the dessert. They're going to give you everything. They're going to offer you water, whether you take it or not. They're giving you the full menu right here. The essential, when we have members come in, we tell them about ER right at sign up. It's up to them to choose it or not. But we tell them like this is what we do. But the members who hop on, like for anyone, when you help your members sign up for Essential Rewards right at the get-go, right on the offset, you're going to get an additional $15 bonus on the Essential Rewards processing right away, successfully, I should say. So technically,
the enroller gets the 15 bonus for signing them up at startup. Now, I wanted to make sure I mention this. When you sign up for a starter kit, you immediately get a member number. So you're immediately wholesale, and you can immediately start earning income. So if you have a friend or two in your mind already, you can, the same month you enroll, you can start sharing with people. You've already spent your 100 PV for your starter kit, so you're going to earn commission starting right away in the first month. We always want to give people their options. It's a business. We don't say the word business. We say it's an income earning opportunity, and we have an opportunity to earn thank you checks, and just let them know right away and give them their options right away.
Thank you. So right now I'm going to take a pause because again, this was another chunk that is kind of heady number wise. When you're in it, when you start doing it, I'm going to tell you, when I first started, I was asking Sue Pellicati back in the day because like she was number oriented and I felt like I was number oriented, and somehow so I asked her over and over, I cannot tell you, what's the enroller? What's the sponsor? Like I couldn't get it in my head. And she goes, Heather, go out, find a video on the comp plan, go watch it, and then keep watching it. When you have more questions, watch it again, and then come to me. No, I'm just kidding. She did actually kind of say that, but I It's really good. You got to sometimes it just takes a while to get into the head and review. We're always here for the questions. We love the questions. At the same time, it does take some sitting down to kind of study it. And what I will always say is you don't go to a job without knowing what your salary is going to be or what your hourly rate's going to be. So this is kind of the same. You don't come into this and not know how to get paid. So that being said, let's take a little break here, a breather, if you will. I need a sip of water, and I want to see if you guys have any questions so far, if I've confused you too much. Drop it in the chat, unmute yourself, whatever you're feeling. If you want to keep moving, we can do that too. I'll give you a minute, a second.
So this is the job, but it's fun. We want you to have fun. And, even though if we treat it as a business and get paid as a business, but we still want to have fun, and we have a beautiful community. And that's what we want you to know. We're all here for you. And we do this together. We grow faster and farther together.
Okay. Thank you, Tony. Okay. So I've got a couple questions here.
Greg is asking, so what's the difference between wholesale and not wholesale members? Great question.
Okay. So wholesale, Greg, I think you heard we did the good, better, best analogy. So good being you just want to buy a product or two, you're going to do retail perhaps. To be quite honest, I've never really enrolled a retail customer. Better is we're going to be wholesale members, thinking like an online Costco, but we're all shopping from our wholesale accounts. And then, the best is you're on wholesale and you're on ER and all that stuff, you're loving life. But the difference between wholesale and not wholesale, so these wholesale people, they're not building a downline or a team. They don't get, what else don't they get? Well, they're paying more. That's the big deal.
Greg, are you asking the percentage? Between more they pay. Retail pays 24% more than a wholesale person, and they can't earn commissions. They can't earn any thank you checks. Yeah. They're just going to get their products at retail prices.
Right, but am I reading it wrong, Greg? Did you mean how much commission is the difference between a member versus a non-member?
He just typed in again, in the sign up, do they get a kit? They're not able to get a kit. Retail, you just come in and you just get to pick and choose, but they do not have access to our premium starter kits, which is a big fat bummer because these are half priced and there's a huge value and they're just getting one or two things. So there's really not a we talked about this in I forget which week it was, Pay It Forward maybe.
Just sign them up, yes. Right.
Just say, this is just what you want to do. You want to be a retail member just like me. That's what I tell them. All right, great questions. Love it. Thank you, Greg.
Wholesale member when you buy a premium starter kit and you're getting it for basically half off what it would cost you at retail. So you're getting a wonderful bargain and you're automatically wholesale for any future purchases.
Okay, so Laura, really quickly. So if you enroll your first member, then that member decides they don't want ER now, but later on, then what? Okay, great question. I'm going to go ahead and field that. We are going to touch on ER later, but I will mention it now. So with Essential Rewards, people kind of come to it when they come to it. If they don't get it right away, they can get to it later. It's all good. You can hop on ER at any time. It is not mandatory. It is a perk, and it's a perk. It really is. And it's just built to help people get products in their hands for better savings. They get rewards points. They get special deals. They have access to
optional
promos.
It's completely optional for members.
Yeah.
Good question. Only members, not retail members can't.
Correct. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and slide on. So comp plan, you can see this is actually what it looks like when you get to the compensation plan. It's a 3-part program, and we're going to kind of hang out in this area right here for the most part, the foundation, because I feel like this is where a lot of us are that coming into the masterclass here. It's getting you started. Then the second phase is building the business, and then this is getting into the advanced ranks where you are really turning around and becoming a leader. Okay, so this comp plan right here is something you can find it in the virtual office. I'm going to show you really quickly. This is what it looks like. I actually have just been reading to you, breaking off the comp plan, and you can see here it's like this. So it's giant. It's a brochure. You can order them in the virtual office if you want to share them with members. It's like a marketing material, very inexpensive to buy a pack of them. I love that. And so because it's so big and burly, I figured I'd like bust it out into 3 or 4 parts so that it's just not so overwhelming, because I get it. Even though I love numbers, it still can be a bit. So right now you're going to see the ranks. Remember, we started from member or / distributor all the way up to Royal Crown Diamond. So you see we're going up the ranks here. You've got our jargon, the PV, OGV, PGV, which is personal volume, organizational group volume, personal group volume, and then legs. Legs are like our teams. And then here are our levels. So basically when you hop in, you're ordering, you get really not, as a 50 PV member, you get 0 anything. You cannot earn really much of anything here in the terms of commission. Bonuses are a different story, and we're going to talk about that later. But you can see the magic number really is the fun starts at 100 PV ordering as a member, like we all are. This is really a number to remember. You can see you can start getting commission at this level. As a member, if you order 50 or 100, you're at this level, okay? Then if you start ordering, you can see here, they're going to give you 100 across the board. This is us, your personal volume, because this is the number, like I said, this magic number 100, in order to receive commissions and bonuses. So at Star is the first rank that you hit. The organizational group volume is 500. So this could be you and one person placing a $400 order. It could be you technically placing a whole $500 order. You could be you and 2 400s and a 100. Like it's like that. So this is it. So this is the volume, and then you hit this rank or level called Star. The first one. When you are at Star level, you can earn, aside from your enroller bonuses from enrolling your members, you can earn commission. This unilevel commission, think of this as residual or passive income. This is the kind of income that comes around for you helping people long term. Like an enrollment bonus would be an active upfront start kind of a bonus, and then commissions are going to be passive, down the road, long term. Think of marathon, like we're working with people for their lives. We're not just here, whatever. So you can see if you're a Star and you have, like, say, your sister under you, and then your sister enrolls her cousin and your cousin enrolls somebody else, you're going to get, as long as you're earning this, you're placing this $100 order right here on all of your people on your level 1, you're going to get 8% of what they are ordering. Like I said, out of that fast start 3-month bonus, starting month 4 on and forever, you're going to get 8% of everything they're ordering. So then the people below them, you will have a whole bunch of level 2s at some point. You're going to get 5% on all the level 2s. And then down to the level 3s, you're only able to get paid down for 3 levels as a Star. So what this tells you is, let's say you have a really deep organization, people going down, 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 but you're only a Star, you're going to get cut off from getting paid at 3 levels down. So you want to, this is where we're going to go next. So moving on to Senior Star, you're, again, 100 PV is you, and then the people, you and everybody, oh wait, I see a chat coming up. Okay, that's not a question. We'll pause for questions in a moment. So the Senior Star, the volume is 2,000. So that's you, and basically everybody under you, including yourself, is equal to this 2,000. And this is all in 1 month. So the clock resets 0 at the end of every month. This is a cyclical, every month we're just continuing. So which is why you could see Essential Rewards every month is just going to help you receive a thank you check from Young Living. Keep coming. So at Senior Star, in addition to having a little bit more volume here, you've helped more people, right? But you're able to get paid down an extra level, down to level 4. That's the main difference there. Executive, this is where you're going to start splitting out into what I call teams or legs. And this is where you'll start to see a structure form, and it's usually like a triangle, like a fan. You'll see these things. If you were to see the structure of it, someone will go, is it a pyramid? Well, it looks like a pyramid, the shape of it, but it's just because you're at the top and it just starts fanning out from there. So here is the 4,000 volume for the whole team, and then you've got 2 legs, each of those legs having 1,000. So that can be, it can be built up a whole different ways. If you have 2 people who place a $1,000 order, and then you have some more volume in there somewhere, you could be an executive. But really the best way to build a foundation is helping your members get to like a Star. So like you can see if you had 2 stars on each of those legs, you'd be executive just about. You'd have a little bit more to do. And we're going to talk about the silver bound bonus after this, which is going to really, really guide us in how to lift up the new members to help them get some little bonuses, but it also makes it easier. It kind of, how do I say this? It structures us in a way that you are working toward the compensation plan goals. And this is if you want it. Like, this is, you don't have to get here, and it could happen organically. You could really work at it. You could be intentional about it. There's all different ways. We're just showing you what is possible. And executive, the great news is you're paid down all 5 levels. So I say to people, like, my dad, he's in my organization, and I kind of help watch him a little bit. And, he's got 2 legs. I'm like, let's make sure that second leg gets to 1,000 so he can get paid down, because he's got a lot of people in his group. But I just want, because I actually did some number crunching. And when the second leg wasn't here, he was leaving a good bit of money on the table, which is kind of interesting. So nerdy stuff, but I love it. Let's see. Do we have a question in the chat, Kim? All right. Kim's on mute.
We answered it. Sorry.
Thank you. Okay, because I was going to take a pause because I just don't want to plow through everything. All count.
Okay. If you did want to take a pause, Reva was asking about the $50 and being a member and the starter kit. I think just sometimes it's a little confusing. We have, in order to become a member, you have to purchase a starter kit. So we have the premium starter kits, and we do have a basic one, but the premium ones are the ones that are like the oils, the thieves, the Ningxia, or the CBD. And the basic kit is that $35 kit, and they can add on to it. But any one of those kits will get them a membership. And then as a member, you're permitted to opt into the optional Essential Rewards program. But if you were just a retail person and you decided not to buy a kit, you would not have access to the ER program. I hope that answered your question, Reva.
That's a good point, Kim, because most of the time people start with a premium starter kit, but we have to offer them a basic kit option, which will still give them wholesale. We do not earn commission on that, but that's not what we focus on. We're focusing on their needs and what the bigger picture is. Because they're still going to be able to add on to the basic kit at enrollment at wholesale pricing. So sometimes a person has a very specific need, and the premium starter kits, 99% of the time they go that way, but the basic kit has to be there offered to them.
Tony, that's great. Reva, I hope that answered the question. If not, feel free to unmute. I will say the basic starter kit is $35, and I have on occasion helped a member get going in there. So if somebody says, hey, I just want, the main reason I've ever done that one would be more for like the Savvy Minerals, the makeup stuff. So because there isn't a starter kit around the makeup and the beauty, someone says, I need a whole new skincare line, Heather, I will say, okay, let's get you a basic starter kit, and then we're going to buy the skincare. And then they're happy as clams, they're wholesale members, and then they got what they needed because there wasn't a starter kit. Unless they said, I'll have Ningxia Red because it's going to make my skin glow. And then that's a whole nother story. So we'll get them going there too.
That's a great way to think about it, as you can customize a kit. If one of the premium starter kits are not right for your person you're working with, customize it for them. And I think that's a beauty that Young Living gives us that. Yes, we may not earn that 25, you'll still, you don't earn the $25, but you still earn the 25% of whatever their total order is, right? So
that's
it's
right.
Still money, and you're gaining. Again, that's what we're talking about with, being more for the person. This is like thinking, I want the $50 kind of thing. You'll get more when, people feel that their needs are being met. And I think it's great that Young Living gives us that option.
And that points us back to the wellness assessment, because it's showing all body systems, and what product shows up for every body system is Ningxia Red, because that supports all 9 body systems. So that is an easier option to go for the Ningxia starter kit, which premium starter kit, which the price point now is only $125, because the basic kit does not come with the Ningxia kit anymore. So that it just seems like people are more apt to take that option after the wellness assessment.
Right. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, go ahead, Kim.
I think we need to move on. And I just to alert you, Ashley is asking about, Senior Star, and I'm assuming that's coming up like with the strategically in other in other slides? Or do you want to?
So like, listen, so beyond that, let's just breeze through these higher ranks here. So you can see like silver, gold, and platinum. This is the mid-level, building your business. You've now gotten off the foundation and you're really growing. So the volume here at silver is 10,000 with 2 legs of 4,000, and PGV, which is your volume, and the the volume outside of your 2 qualifying legs, which would be those 2 $4,000 legs. So that would be you, 2 $4,000 legs, and you plus whatever else is on that, your front line would have to be at that 1,000. This is where you first start to see PGV come into play. Our Silverbound bonus does structure us this way to get us looking into this and thinking about this level. You can see at silver, you're paid 4 levels down, and then you start to get personal generation. So what this means is when you hit silver, your volume is 10,000 in the month. So let's just say you're at 10,000, you're also going to get 2.5% back on your personal generation. So 2.5% of 10,000 is $250, I guess. I'm horrible with math. But that's that. And then at that point, you're also getting a share, a silver share. These generational leadership bonuses, think of a stock option. So Young Living takes all the commissionable sales volume of the whole company, 6.2%, 6.25%, and gives it back to their members, their shareholders, let's call it, which is really incredible and generous. So it roughly equates to $150 per share. So like right now you're a silver, so you're going to get 1 share, $150-ish on top of all of your volume here, all of your sales. And you would have to go back to that chart that gives you whatever roughly the average is to know. But it starts getting fun here. I call this the silver, the comma club. This is when you're going to probably start seeing a comma in your paycheck. So like $1,000 and more. That's always a fun place to be. Gold, you're continuing to grow. You're helping. You're changing lives. The volume bumps up to 35,000, and you now have 3 legs you're working on creating. And at platinum, it's 100 grand per month, and then 4 legs of 8,000. So these are, this is like some serious stuff. And then we're going to move on up to the highest levels in our company, Diamond, Royal Crown, or Crown and Royal Crown. You can see this is the highest is 1.5 million in a month. And they've got 6 legs of 35,000. So it's like 6 golds. Basically, they're all working together. I basically, this area where we can talk about it, but like I'd really rather people at the moment like continue to understand where you are and where you're kind of going in the front place. Yes, this is excellent places. Know this because you want to know where you're going. At the same time, like we have to still study the initial parts of the comp plan. Let me do a quick check of, I saw some messages flashing in. Kim, did you want to field any questions?
No, I believe it's, no, we're good.
You're good. Okay. Excellent. So Silverbound bonus. This is a bonus program that has just been released in April within our compensation plan. What this allows us to do, our members, our newbies, this is like right off the bat, how people can just start getting an extra 50, 250, 500, or 1,500, or when you add all these 4 numbers together, it equals $2,300. This is a consecutive kind of a program. When you start out, let's say you enroll a member, your member comes in and they're like really excited and they want to start sharing with people. They can share with a few friends, and immediately they can have 2 legs of 200 volume each, and then they're going to get a $50 thank you check right away. This Young Living gives members who start within the company, they give them 2 months. So this is something we kind of want to tell our members when we enroll them. Like we kind of need to tell them about it. They may or may not be interested, but like it's not fair not to tell somebody that they can earn an extra $50 or $250. Like this is like some pretty serious like fun money and then some. Like it can change some lives. It can pay some major bills. Like it can give some vacations here. And so once you hit star, let's say you want to like move on to senior star and the rank, you've got 3 months to hit this senior star from the time they have either, so this is like if they come in and let's say they miss this, they can hit senior star. They would miss this bonus, but then later down the road they kicked in and reached senior star. then the clock will start ticking. They can get, they will have a certain time frame to get to executive. Once they hit this rank, it moves on to the next. So it's all timed so that, I don't mean to say it creates a sense of urgency, but as we said, success loves speed, just hanging out and just like every once in a while thinking about it. It's, you know, this is for the people who are just like really excited. They're on fire. They want to help members. They want a little extra in their paycheck, and Young Living is going to reward people. And at the same time, it's also structuring it right here. So you're getting you toward the next rank, because it's helping you tell you exactly, really, you need 2 legs of 500. Okay, that's great. At executive, you need to have the 2 legs of 5. You have to have the 2 legs, an additional 500. So it's like 3 legs, and then you want to get to 4,000. So this would be your $2,000 legs and an extra 500, which will get you going towards silver. So these are all calendar months. They're based on the first time qualification of your previous ranks. And sometimes I feel like with this, it's good to do like a little example role playing like when you're getting to a certain, when you're either ready to like start working with the silver bound bonus, get with the person who either enrolled you, or the person who has invited you, or a person who you feel like can help you understand this. I may not be doing a great job explaining it, because I feel like my brain is like, ah! But it's a really doable, and this program just came about in April, and there have been a huge amount of members who may not have ever thought about doing anything with a bonus, and they're capitalizing on this. So Young Living, this is a brand new program to give more money back to the distributors or members in a way that's going to encourage them to, again, pay it forward. Each one, share with their friends and family, help people in their health and wellness goals. So it's really all structured around thanking the members for sharing Young Living. So I'm going to take a pause. Anybody who has a question, I would love to hear it. Or Kim, you can shout it out. I know it's like 9 o'clock now, so we're kind of going a little late. I knew this might happen. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and just keep breezing through here. We've talked excessively about the Wellness Box program, which is Essential Rewards, and how this is very life-changing. We already spoke about the $15 bonus you get on that. So this, again, this is just reiterating, this is kind of the bread and butter of this business. It's Essential Rewards. It's what's going to sustain you. Like, should you have a family member get sick, if you need to take a break, if you move out of the country and you just can't do anything, or life circumstance happens, stuff happens. So this is what's going to keep your membership growing and them trying new products. And so the Wellness Box program, or the loyalty program, Essential Rewards, is truly that's the basis of our company. My dog's getting sick back there.
One thing, we do suggest that people have their Essential Rewards set for the first half of the month, because things can go out of stock. And also, as you're working for advancements and ranks and commissions, if something were to happen where something went out of stock or there was an error, people have lost commissions or ranks. So we really want to make sure you're getting your order in at least by like the 17th of the month. So, guide your people in that direction. We don't want to reinvent the wheel every month. So we want to see our team, putting their orders in more quickly.
Thank you, Tony. And then this is just a really graphic explanation of the difference between 50 PV and 100 PV, because we get questions like, well, what's the difference in what, if I'm not on 50 or if I'm on 100? You may want to screenshot this. We'll also have it in the slides if you want to go back and rewatch them too. Basically, it's just showing a little bit of a difference, but the bottom line is, we know the magic is at 100 PV for a number of reasons. Number one, at 100, you're really able to start trying new products and getting things into your home. It's going to shift a lot of things. The bottom line is you will get all your commissions and bonuses. You won't worry about not being eligible for a commission because you didn't place the 100 PV. It's also a tax write-off for 100 PV because this is a home-based business. You can write that off. You can talk to your tax accountant, but I write mine off every year. It's part of having a business that this 100 PV is. So that's just something you should be aware of. That 100 is there's one extra reason why you want to know 100, and that is super exciting. And I'm going to go ahead and cue it up here. Drum roll, please. So effective September 1, you guys, like if you weren't on convention, hopefully you've heard it by now. Young Living is going to be offering free shipping to all orders at 100 PV or more. Can I get an amen? Like, I don't know. I just couldn't be more excited about this. It makes life easier. It is, yeah, she's fist bumping with me. Yes. So, this is something that's going to make us, like, I'm just grateful for all the things that Young Living does for us, but this is just like the icing on the cake. Think about it. You've got a new member, a friend you're ready to enroll, and now it's like, okay, no shipping. Because the starter kits are 100 PV, right? So it's like a no-brainer. I just love it because people, there's different companies and there's different ways people like free shipping. Let's just be honest. So that's coming. So more details to come on that. I just wanted to point it out because it's super exciting. We just learned about it. So let's just do a recap, and then we're going to open it up for any last-minute questions in a moment. Homework this week is everyone's going to use your motivation blend morning and night, please, with your affirmation. Also, really digging into the comp plan and getting in there to just learn about it. We have a video link that I think I forgot. I thought I had the link in here. There's a woman by the name of Erin Rogers who explains it extremely well. I'll link it if we can't get it up here, if it's not in the next slide. Also, there's a group called Grow, GROW, on Facebook. It's our recommended business group. If you're in that, there is one of the units on comp plan basics. It's all written out. There's more graphics. You can, self-study at your leisure. Also, with regards to the network marketing industry and all that it has to offer, there is a wonderful 1-hour documentary called Rise of the Entrepreneur by a network marketing guru by the name of Eric Worre. It's a free link we're giving to you guys for being a part of this. So here it is. I think you will all have access to the slides, but if you want to copy it and stick this in the link, someone can do that as well. Let's move forward. Resources. Comp plan basics, okay, that's in Grow. Here it is. Here's the Grow group. I just want to show you it really quickly. It's right here, and then you would go into there it is, it already pulled up. Why know the comp plan? And so this is in the units section, and there's lots of different units, but one of them is specifically for compensation plan breakdown. So you can get in here and really go nuts and crazy and learn. Silverbound bonus video by Erin Rogers. She's a really sweet girl from Tennessee. She knows her stuff. She's at the highest level of our company. I listen to anything she says. The 4-year career book is basically about how you can spend 4 years and kind of dive into, like, you think about kids going to college these days, they spend 4 years of their life and they come out with staggering debt. This is a totally legitimate, network marketing is a profession that I stand by. I believe in more than anything. It can be done adjunct with a job. If you have a corporate job or a part-time job, this is supplemental. So you don't have to say either or. It can be both, done in the pockets of your life. I know the girl who runs this Grow group, she was a nurse practitioner. She used to do it on her bathroom breaks while she was in the hospital working. She couldn't see her baby, and she didn't have enough to cover their bills. So she started Young Living, and now she's at the highest level of Young Living, and she's thriving. Anyway, so there's that. So the 4-year career book is an excellent book on the network marketing profession. There's a Young Living edition, which is so good. And there's the Rise of Entrepreneur video that I should have reposted the link there. We're going to have a bonus session on Wednesday. This is not necessarily going to be about comp plan, just because we just went through convention and we're so stinking excited, and there were some amazing videos, workshops, I should say, for people who did not get a convention ticket, you didn't know about it, or you forgot, or didn't have a chance, whatever. We're going to replay the supplements talk with Marcella Von Harding, which we feel like is one of the most important ones, because supplements are like the foundation of our health, and she is like a rock star goddess with her knowledge. So that's going to be this Wednesday coming up at 7 p.m. So here in our Zoom room. So that's what's happening. That's the news. And then next week, we're going to have Miss Kearney Ferry talking about attracting your tribes, growing your community, how you can use attraction marketing and conscious languaging to help like refine who it is like needs to hear your word and come towards you. She's a masterful at that, and it's going to be a really fun one. So I highly recommend you continue to come back. This week 3 was kind of dry, sorry. But next week's going to be super cool and fun. Tierney's a great speaker. So that's next week. And then, so we ran over. So we're going to do 2 things. Kim is going to be our Vanna White. We're going to do a raffle for, let me just see if I can stop screen sharing. Oh, hang on. Kim, are you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Did anybody, oh yeah, here's some, okay, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just seeing all the things coming back. Can we invite anyone to the supplements class? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Kim's pulled it up, yay. Let's see.
Do you want me to do this and then we can answer questions?
Yeah, let's do that. First prize, we're going to raffle off a 4-year career book.
I have everybody here. I'm going to shuffle. And good luck. Are you seeing this whole thing? Should I see it like that? There we go. Greg! Oh! That's awesome. Congratulations.
Again, congrats, Greg. We'll get this to you. Thank you for being here. And you had some really great questions. So I think you're going to love this. This is a great, well-written book. It's an easy read, so you'll enjoy it. Bedside reading, learn a lot of good stuff. And then from last week, for those of you who remember, we did a challenge week 2 to see who was going to be out there enrolling and sharing. And Kim's going to give us the results. And the winner for this, I don't have it in my hand to show you, either Jennifer or Kim, the mini LSP pocket reference. I think Kim's grabbing it. Oh, thank you. Laura's got it too. Okay, so this is an excellent little resource. So Kim's going to share with us who the winner of the challenge for last week was, the enroller challenge.
Hold on. The enroller challenge is, I don't think she's on here. Hold on. Let's see if I can show you. I should have pulled this up on the screen share. Sorry about that. Hold on. Top enroller is Ashley Mastardo.
Hey, Ashley.
With 8 enrollments.
Wow. You go, girl.
She was on earlier, but she hopped off.
All right, Ashley.
Yeah. And just to let you know, the person that she enrolled this month is second. So she's already duplicating, teaching that person, and that person enrolled 7. So that's like insane, like it really crazy numbers, but it can be done, my friends.
It can be done. I mean, like, let's just say these girls know what they're doing. They know what the good thing is. Why would they keep it a secret? They're not. These girls are they're awesome. Well done, ladies.
The thing is, these books are so good. Like when we give these to every new member, it's like part of our system. So we order these in bulk. So if anyone wants in on it, I am putting in a an order for it. It's really, these are like, they come out to be like $1 or $2 per person. So talk about that $25 that you're getting to reinvest back into your people. It makes a difference because they get this in their hands with a welcome book, and that's part of your follow-up. That's for your people. That's great. Right?
Okay. So I think this was amazing. Thank you, Tony, for being here and sharing your wisdom. Thank you for all the smiling, bright faces. I love that the repeat customers who keep coming back to learn with us at the masterclass. We love this, love this, love this. And we're so excited. Like I said, we had the convention we're still on a high from convention, so to speak. And then now we've got, tonight, and then come back Wednesday at 7 p.m.
Yes, absolutely. Laura is asking if they have this in Spanish. This is Life Science Publishing, LSP website. They have the larger book, but I don't think they have the quick guide in Spanish yet.
Okay, no problem. I will check it out.
But they definitely have the larger, the larger EDR. That one definitely. I don't even know if they have the pocket